When the police knocked on Annabella's door in August, she hadn't seen her son Eamon for 6 years.
They just said if they could come in, but the way they looked, I knew straight away it was something serious.
The 28-year-old had actually taken his own life 9 months before, but his body was only found when housing association officials turned up to evict him for not paying his rent. It was Annabella's worst fear realised. She'd long argued that he didn't have the mental capacity to make decisions that were in his own best interest. But social services said that as an adult, they had to respect the fact that he didn't want to see his family.
My son understood. Do you want contact with your family? And of course my son said no. But you wouldn't understand the consequences. His body, it was in the cupboard for 9 months, which for a human being, it shouldn't happen.
When Eamon, who had changed his name to Roy, first moved out of the family home, it was to supported living with a caseworker to make sure he was coping. But in 2017, Annabella was told that her son had been reassessed and had been moved to independent living on his own. He then had his benefits cut when he failed to attend an assessment.
If you had a caseworker to check on him in his welfare, even once a week, they would have known that he was so desperate.
Annabella now wants the law changed so that parents have the right to information about the welfare of their adult sons or daughters if they're vulnerable.
I knew my son better than anyone else. I was his carer for 22 years. They always respected my son's wishes, but what about us as his parents? We have no rights. For them, my son was just a case, just a number, but he's of flesh and blood.
In a statement, the Department of Health and Social Care said the government is committed to preventing and reducing harm to people in vulnerable situations. A safeguarding adult review will be taking place to understand what happened in Mr. Habayeb's tragic case to ensure lessons are learned. After years apart from her son, Annabella goes to his grave every day. She says it's her way of trying to take care of him in the only way she can now.
No, when he's not suffering. I would love to have my son, of course. But I know he's at peace now.